you know, when God says, you know, it's time to come home, we gotta go home. But yeah, you know, I definitely got a rep for Pimp because he one of my favorites.
Yeah, I'm still in contact with his son.
Okay.
He was behind that brand.
Oh, word. Okay.
I don't know the logistics of it at this point, but definitely, man, I went through a lot of shit when that man passed. We were climbing like a motherfucker, and he went to Cali to go solidify us taking care of some big business. And for that train to just get derailed like that, man, it was years of us trying to, hey, this is what was going on. We waving the flag. But that type of momentum to be matched with underground momentum, me, his mom, and the rest of our crew, our voices were minimal. And it was real cats that was offering to help us do different things. But I think a lot of times, Mama Wes, RP Mama Wes, she didn't want to impose on nobody. But
that's Pimp C mother.
Yeah.
Okay.
But me knowing the game, I used to be telling her, Mama, why players like 2 Chainz, Rick Ross, Trey from ABN, why these cats are like extending themselves to us, Mama, we got to take advantage of that. You know what I'm saying? And she'd be like, oh, baby, we good. We don't need nothing. And I'm back there silently screaming, shit, nigga, we drowning, nigga. Throw us a lifeline, nigga.
Yeah, you got to see the opportunity when it arrives. I feel you.
Don't get me wrong. Being at the shows with them nigga, VIP and all that shit feel good.
Right.
But cash that shit in and see what it do.
Oh, man.
Can't feed your motherfucking kids no goddamn memories.
Right.
You gotta make some tangible shit happen.
Yeah.
But shout out to all them boys.
Yes, sir.
2 Chainz, Trey the Truth, Rick Ross, Bun B, all kind of niggas. But I'm a man. I'm gonna stand on my own and do what I gotta do.
Yes, sir. Well, I want to ask you something coming from Port Arthur, Texas, and Pimp C was the first person I ever coined the phrase country rap tunes. Did he create this? To your knowledge, did he create this term?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Because there was an artist out of Houston named Toe Down. And King Shoe, what's up, baby? PA. There was an artist named Toe Down. And he had a record with Pokey. And it was a pretty dope ass record. I know you probably heard it. It went like, Dirty South, what is about? Pulling up and smoking out. Keeping it hotter than the middle of June. Bum, 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 making country rap tunes. That bit was jamming hard.
Okay. So
I would think it would have been out of those Pimp and that collaboration. I don't know. Okay. I'm not a biased nigga, you know what I mean?
Right. Now see, I'm gonna say this to that point you talking about being unbiased. See, I'm from Baltimore, Maryland. You know what I mean? Where the Ravens and the Orioles and shit, you know, this some motherfuckers be like, where Baltimore at? We 40 minutes away from DC. You know, and in Baltimore, we fuck with the South heavy. Because I want to say, in all honesty, I mean, if you want to talk about regionally, I guess you could consider us Baltimore the South. You know what I mean? Even Maryland. Some people don't feel that way. Personally, I do because I know what we fuck with here. You know what I'm saying? We fuck with pretty much everything. You know what I'm saying? And definitely, I didn't hear. I'm gonna keep it real. I didn't hear UGK until about 96 or 97 when they did a joint with Master P.
Which one?
I want to say it was the meal ticket. Then I heard the Break 'em Off something after that. But I want to say it was off that I'm About It because I was DJing back then. I want to say it was off that I'm About It soundtrack, and they had the joint meal ticket with Master P. I believe with 8Ball and MJG.
That bit was jamming.
Yeah. And then you know Master P was blowing up right then, so it made me check out all his work. I went and checked the ice cream man. They had to break them off. I'm like, okay, UGK, whatever. You know what I mean? And man, but we, like I was saying all that to say, you know, Baltimore fuck with the South, because truth be told, we are the South. We are in the South. You know what I mean? Regionally and even just in kind of in our way of life. You know what I'm saying?
Already. Baltimore. I like how you said Baltimore, not Baltimore. Baltimore.
I mean, I'm born and raised in this motherfucker. Like, if you cut me, that's what's gonna come out of me. You know what I mean? All the fuckery from Baltimore. Yeah.
I've been checking out a comedian y'all got. That nigga stupid. Light-skinned nigga. He be doing that shit with his partner, talking about shit not to do while you're on the phone with your partner. And his partner calling like we doing right now.
Right.
And the nigga start blowing bubbles with his gun.
Yeah, you don't do that with your partner. You know?
And nigga partner say, "Whoa, player."
Yeah, like leave that up to the ladies.
Yeah, or the nigga laying on his stomach with no socks on, rubbing his feet together.
Yeah, that's a no-no.
That nigga that crazy, man. I like that shit. Boy, this internet a bad motherfucker. We just gotta maximize this hope.
Absolutely. It's a tool. You know what I mean? It's a tool, because sometimes I feel like people get too caught up in the fuckery and the lies and all the, you know, all the bullshit and the facade and the pageantry. But, you know, it's definitely, man, good for networking, advertisement, and sometimes knowledge. You know what I mean? Depending upon what you want to get from it. You know what I'm saying?
And it's the individual, it's the condition and the environment the individual came up in. Like certain niggas like us, you can't just flash no shit to us and say, "Hey, this is gold." You know what I mean? You know, nigga get the fuck on with that. You know, nigga gonna try, nigga gonna look deeper. You know what I mean? So it's these unseasoned minds that a nigga got some shit covered up in gold. To like, yeah, nigga, this gold. You know what I'm saying? And you, oh yeah, then you go to digging it and now some shit. So yeah, it's just the levels of the individuals. I think we do live in different realms mentally.
Okay.
Like, if you came out the hood during the crack era, that was a realm, and you are no longer there. So a youngster who come up right now and heard about it and try to recreate that shit, that realm gone, my nigga. You setting yourself up for a hell of a rude awakening. You know what I mean?
You don't even want that.
Not at all.
In hindsight, the crack era, oh my, I think we still kind of fucked up behind that. I know Baltimore, bro.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Think about all the cats that balled out for 2 summers and was gone for 15 or 20. That ain't no fucking fair trade.
Bro, some of them still gone. Some of them just coming home.
Yeah.
Some still gone.
Nigga got trapped in time over some motherfucking $200 rims and a $2,000 car, you know, raggedy ass car, and a motherfucking herringbone, and the right to be looked at like he was that nigga and fucked a bunch of ratchet ass hoes, and when did 10, 15 years behind it.
Yep.
That ain't no fucking fair trade.
No.
And once I started seeing that shit, nigga, I cut some yards. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, I chop some tree. Nigga, I chop some wood. You know what I'm saying? What the hell going on?
I don't know. My goddamn, I think my fucking Bluetooth was jacked up. My Bluetooth, I couldn't hear you for a second. I don't know. I think my wife got in my truck, and my phone must have picked up. I forgot to cut my goddamn Bluetooth off my goddamn phone before we started doing this shit. The shit just went silent. I didn't hear nothing what you said for about, I don't know, 10 seconds. So my bad.
I was saying a foo fair. No, I was just saying that trade of a nigga balling out for a brief second and have to go sit in a fucking prison cell for 10 years. That just ain't no fair trade. So I said, you know, I'd rather cut some fucking yards or do some weed eating. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, absolutely. Because like you're saying, it don't equal out. You know, you pretty much losing, you know, a decade or more of your life behind a couple $1,000. And even dudes that might have been getting real big money. You was getting hundreds of thousands, maybe millions. And now your ass gotta go sit down for a life sentence, cuz like that shit fuck your family up.
Everything.
You know what I mean? It do more than just hurt you.
It was an experiment, and they threw it out there on us. They launched that shit on us, and it's still, like you say, heavily affecting us. But I remember this one cat. This nigga here used to be shining like a hoe when these certain niggas was around. But every time them niggas was gone, that nigga looked dusty and dingy.
Damn.
And I told myself way back then, I said, you know what? This nigga is built on them niggas. So I never want to be that type of nigga. You know what I mean? You catch me with them niggas or by myself, I'm still going to be me. You know what I mean? And I learned that at a young age. I was about 13, and I was able to recognize that. You know, when them niggas was around, oh, the nigga rimmed up. Nigga crying as a bitch. Nigga jayed up. Them niggas in jail, and nigga looking dusty.
Yeah. Yeah. Commissary is very necessary, as Pimp C said, you know, once you get there, yeah. Send your folks some letters and all that.
I just bust big stove. I got a little brother, you know, on death row. And,
oh, damn.
And a couple other niggas I got on the list that I just, you know, here, my nigga, you know what I'm saying? Get you something to eat on me. And Jay pay him a little letter here and there, keep them boys going.
Yeah.
And it is very necessary.
Yeah.
And during the holidays, them boys could get a bit more. You know, normally they're able to get about, in Texas, they normally able to get about $60 worth of shit. But during the holiday, them boys can get $85 worth of shit.
That $25 make a lot of difference.
Yeah. I think I got my nigga like 99 items.
Okay.
Nigga finna bust big stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Yes, sir.
But yeah, man, it was a hell of a roller coaster ride, man. Dig into it.
Now I'm okay. I want to ask you some more about your affiliation as far as with UGK. I'm guessing. So you saying you pretty much got really tighter with him once Pimp came home, correct?
Yeah, I was managed by his mom, making some individual solo moves, and then when he came home, he wanted to do UGK Records, and I was the third artist over there.
Right.
So I wasn't on the road with him at first. He was taking Vicious, R.I.P. to Vicious. And the crazy thing about it, they were in D.C. doing a show. And I was at the crib, me and my partner, Big Bub, we was pushing the merchandise while they were gone till we linked back up with him. And he called me he always used to call me 2, 3 in the morning and shit, talk about 3, 4 hours, make a nigga laugh.
Right.
Just talk about a bunch of the future shit we gonna do. And I love to entertain it because he wasn't no talker. He was a planner and a doer. You know what I mean? So if he was giving you your ears the privilege of hearing this shit that's about to come, it was always beautiful because I would see it manifest. So he called me like 2 in the morning or something, and him and Mama was on 3-way. And she like, hey, Booger, I got Chad on the line. He wanted to ask you a question. And I'm like, what's happening? He say I brought you to a city that didn't know you was gonna come. Your name wasn't on the marquee, and I just put you on stage for you to open up for me. What would you do? I say, shit, nigga. I rap like I was the motherfucking headliner. And nigga say, hold up, nigga. When I come back, pack your bags. You my opening act. Think if I was on some not pulling the trigger, not jumping out the window type shit and be like, shit, man, I don't know. Nah, nigga. Nigga, I'm a master of ceremony, that hoe. And that's what that nigga did. That nigga start taking me out on shows and shit. Sometimes I'll be out there by myself, name ain't even on the marquee. But this the type of nigga I am. I already been in radio stations doing radio commercials. I already been a promoter, promoting shows, booking artists, while I'm being an artist to make sure my artistry can stay afloat. So after he seen all them qualities I had, that nigga will tell the promoter, man, hire my nigga to do the spot. So now that's right, folks. December 29th, be there, be square. Also on stage, he's a Leo. Now, you know, if I say my own name, I'm going to put some sauce on it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm going to pump the headline up, but then I got I'm gonna say hey, you know what I'm saying? Them niggas gonna be like,
Yeah.
whoever the fuck that is, I want to go see that. But that's me doing that. You see what I'm saying? So he started seeing all the different qualities I had. So in the midst of us cutting records and doing shows, man, that nigga had me doing all kind of shit. I used to be at the door at parties counting the heads to make sure the bread right. You know what I'm saying? Just pretty much any and everything. I was at the video shoots, helping with them shits. Like if you look at a lot of the videos, you'll see me getting certain cameos, but some of the videos I was actually working, like doing different shit. You know what I
Okay.
mean? So
Okay.
it wasn't always about trying to jump in front of the camera, because he always would tell a nigga, stay in your lane and wait your turn. He didn't have to stress that to me, because just being at the circus, you don't have to be the nigga with the lights and camera in the middle of the ring. Long as the circus is going on, you got niggas walking around with popcorn and cotton candy and peanuts. And what them niggas doing? Them niggas getting them dollars.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because everybody mesmerized at this time. They're at the circus. You know what I'm saying?
Now, was this right around the time of Pimpalation, or was right before Pimpalation?
Pimpalation, was that the DVD?
Yeah, it was like it had the DVD with it too. I would say it was his first album. I want to say it came out like the year after he got out. It came out like 2006, I believe.
That was being done.
Okay.
See, I'm lost on a lot of shit because I was on the inside. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So while a lot of this shit is being created, you don't really know where it's going until, oh, that popped up over here. So right. I remember we was at Pulling Up video shoot in Houston at the little rim shop. Boomer was shooting it, and somebody walked in a trailer and they hand us Pimpulation.
Oh.
So
okay.
In the midst of us moving around doing all this different shit, I didn't even know that shit had been completed.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying though, because you're so involved with, you, like you said, you wearing many hats, you playing your part. You know what I mean? In front of the camera, behind the camera, whichever way. Okay, I get what you mean.
Exactly. Because like a lot of the earlier stuff, if we had an inkling what the internet was gonna do, I always had a palm carder, a camcorder.
Okay.
But it was hard for me to be interacting, doing what's necessary. And then I wound up getting a partner, Big Bug. He come on the road with me. Then we were able to start capturing a lot of stuff. So like on my YouTube, you'll see us getting drops from T.I. in L.A., just different things like that. Big Gip, he was a real close friend of Pimp. And you'll start to see some of the footage that we are able to gather. But okay. We were so instrumental in what we were doing, we didn't have time to really, capture it.
Okay. As a fan, I want to ask you, especially coming from Port Arthur, with UGK being the icons that they are in hip hop, do you have a particular favorite UGK album?
I would have to say that Double Disc, and I know like that, that's a newer one, but that Double Disc,
Underground Kings.
Yeah, it was the self-titled Underground Kings.
Yeah.
I was present for some of them songs being created, and I remember he let me hear How Long Can It Last?
With Charlie Wilson. Woo!
We was in a hotel in Dallas. It was a badass hotel, and I had a badass bitch in my room. But you know what I'm saying?
Right? Yeah.
yeah. Hold up, bitch! I gotta go talk to the pimp. So I'm in there, and then they got on big ass white t-shirt, and he took his glasses off and shit, and he just talking about some shit, and I'm listening. A lot of times, certain shit he'd be talking about, I knew it was just for me to listen. You know what I'm saying? Maybe make a gesture for real already. Certain shit you can interact, but certain shit he just trying to get it off his chest. It wasn't necessary for you to speak. But that nigga I want you to hear this record. And he had this double disc plastic case with some songs wrote on it. And that nigga say, tell me what you think about this. Man, that nigga put that motherfucking record on, and it just ran through my mind of knowing these cats when they were young, when we all were young, and the fight and the struggle that they went through. The city wouldn't even, get on the bandwagon till way later, and everything they done been through, taking off the movie soundtracks, the traveling, prison, and all of a sudden this nigga back making this type of motherfucking gumbo funk. Nigga, that shit almost exploded tears out of my eyes.
Yeah, that song is powerful. And powerful might not even be a strong enough word.
And I was sitting there thinking, dude, this nigga know how incredible he really is. You know? And so when the song went off, I couldn't even come up with the words, but my sounds and my gestures and my body language let them know, nigga, that is a powerful motherfucking record. So yeah, it would have to be that double disc. All that classic good shit, man, that's just is embedded in my head. Right. But that record right there with everything meeting at the same time, them niggas was who they was right then. Like, you know what I'm saying? Them niggas were finna go and take over and start booking global and international, and you know what I'm saying?
Right.
This shit was finna be crazy.
Yeah.
He wasn't taking no for an answer.
I mean, man, that international players anthem with that Willie Hutch sample that I choose you. Like people say, I understand that you know, 3 6 Mafia Project Pat had it first, but I mean it's originally from the Mac, the movie soundtrack from Willie Hutch.
Right.
And they man, they was gone. They was gone. You know,
man, we had people starting to reach out, like in what's that place, like it is nighttime a lot, like Alaska.
Yep.
Yeah.
I would say Alaska,
Yeah, nigga was talking about Alaska. Nigga was talking about get your passports and this here type of shit. Like shit was getting crazy. But I always tried to stay grounded. You know what I mean? And even though people got to see, you know what I'm saying, the flamboyant Pimp C character, he was grounded too a lot. It's just he had so much going on that, you know what I'm saying, he'll switch characters and be in a different lane. In certain lanes, I just didn't follow him in.
Okay.
You know, because it was too much, and I knew how we came up. Hey man, you got to stay grounded. You can't get lost in the sauce of what's going on, because it's so. Can you imagine like somewhat of the world coming at you all at once? You got 3, 4 phones, the motherfuckers all ringing. Somebody wants something. Somebody wants some money. Somebody want to get you some pussy. Hey, some nigga want to fight you. Some nigga want to kill you. You know what I'm saying? Somebody want to book you. You know what I mean?
Overwhelming.
Overwhelming. And nigga used to stay up 24 hours, 36 hours. And then when he hit the bed, the nigga be sleep 24 hours.
Right. Yeah. Because his body got to repair.
Yeah. We got shit to do, but that nigga, mama, go get him up. Man, ain't no getting that nigga up. That nigga out of there.
Right.
He been up 3 days. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but on the low, I used to sneak away. You know what I'm saying? Go get my rest.
Okay. I mean, hey, you got to.
I couldn't run like that because I got up early in the morning. I got up early in the morning, worked out, started my day, woo, you know what I'm saying? I'll do the 24 hours. I'll do the, you know, 27, 32, whatever. But all that 2, 3 days in the man, fuck that. I'm about to lay it down and rejuvenate. But shout out to Trio Images, Eddie Rabbit. That was his cousin. Okay. He was with that nigga every day. And our little intermediate crew, man, we all started kind of looking like that nigga. That nigga was feeding us, man. That nigga was feeding us so good. Nigga, we went to Atlanta one day, and we about to go do a show. And we go to some kind of chicken and waffle joint, and they about to close. And so we mob up there. We about 7, 8 deep, and we don't know what's up. We just out there, you know, trying to catch something to eat. And so they shut the window, the little curtains. They're like, hey, we close. But that person not really looking at who we telling close. A nigga in the kitchen caught a little glimpse before that fucking curtain closed. And that nigga jumped from around that corner and that nigga look. That nigga say, Pimp C.
I ain't clocking out yet.
Yeah. And he say, yeah, man, it's the Pimp. That nigga said, man, hold up, man. That nigga went to clock up. That nigga opened that motherfucking restaurant up. Then closed the goddamn curtains and the doors and locked that bitch. That nigga say, man, on us. It's my pleasure to serve y'all. Whatever y'all niggas want, this and that. Nigga made us a big old ass table, man. Told Pimp order what he want. Man, this man ordered big old ass platters of chicken breasts and big old ass biscuits and big old trays of macaroni. Man, and we was about to go do the show. I'm telling Pimp, man, I can't eat this shit and go perform. Hey, I'm one of them niggas. Hey, I'm one of them niggas. Bitch, if you want some dick from me, bitch, I'm talking to them hoes. Don't feed me, ho. I ain't got nothing for you.
I'm gonna go night-night.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get the itis.
Yeah, itis, belly swole, you know what I'm saying? Nigga don't want to do nothing. Man, we sat up there and ate all that goddamn chicken and green beans and shit. Man, I had to go back to the room and start doing jumping jacks and all kind of shit. This nigga, hold up, bitch, get full, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah.
Like, how this nigga gonna go rap? But that's how he was, you know what I'm saying? That nigga get on stage and do a full show and shit. He good. Nigga, I be up there about to burp,
right,
fart.
right.
Nigga, I'm fucked up here.
I'm with you. After I eat, it's over. You ain't bullshit.
We all started like favoring his body contour. Like, you know, niggas who was tall and slim started looking like him because we were moving how he was moving.
Yeah.
Grubbing hard. And he loved to have abundance. That's something I loved because I always started thinking like coming from the hood, most of the time it's lack.
Right.
You know what I mean? Nigga have a barbecue, nigga be, you know, hey, nigga can't come over here and get no meat because we only got enough for, you know what I mean? And I never liked that. Like, we having a barbecue, maybe a nigga I know passed by, it shouldn't be restricted that he can't pull over and be like, what's up, my nigga? Let me get a piece of meat. Here, my nigga. Like, nigga, this the village.
Yeah.
You know, I remember a time a nigga pulled up, nigga high as fuck, nigga got the munchies. Man, yeah, I'm gonna get a piece of that chicken. My brother, sorry, nigga. Like, calm down, nigga, it's some fucking chicken. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I told my brother that day, I said, nigga, we don't need to have no barbecue if it's gonna be a struggle queue. You know what I mean? We gonna have a barbecue, nigga, we gonna barbecue. It's gonna be abundance, you know what I mean? And I had to pull away from a lot of circles because I don't think like certain niggas. So when I got around the Pimp, it was perfect. It was always about abundance.
Right.
Always about too much. We used to have personal parties. Like that's how you knew you was in. Like, nigga having a personal party for his children. Nigga ain't got to invite you to that.
No, not at all.
Nigga pick up the phone. Hey, my nigga, bring your kids over here. Woo, such birthday. You know what I mean? Nigga, we get over there. We got big ass snow crabs. Mama done made chocolate cakes. Ed then jumped on a pit and barbecued mounds of meat. You know what I mean?
I want to reference something that came out this year. That's what I believe Nas, his latest album, that's King's Disease. But it's not such a bad thing. You know what I'm saying?
Not at all.
It's in such abundance. You know what I'm saying?
Amen.
Absolutely. As you say, when you coming from next to nothing and every shit is a struggle, when you have abundance, actually, you have to share the wealth.
It's a good feeling. It's a good feeling.
Yes, sir.
You know?
Yes, sir.
I just left a market. It was a Spanish market, and the vibe in there, man, it was just so lovely. Like, guys getting in your way. Excuse me, ladies. Oh, pardon me. And I'm like, man, this is what our people need. You know what I mean? All that old mean mugging.
Right.
Nigga brush up into you and look at you like you did something wrong. Like, man, what's up with this care for each other? What's up with this love for each other? You know, niggas talking about I'm gonna wipe his nose. Won't you offer him a napkin for real so he can wipe his nose?
Exactly.
You know? It's always threats against each other.
Confrontation. Yeah.
I don't like that shit.
I'm with you.
I hate that shit.
I'm with you. I'm gonna say this to you. We got my thing is telling me, I guess, bro, we've been having a nice conversation for about an hour. It's telling me I only got a minute left on this live.
It's an hour?
I believe the live only lasts for about an hour.
Hey, man, it's been a motherfucking hour, man. Hey, man, follow your boy at Hezeleo.com, trillgear.biz. You know what I'm saying? At Hezeleo on Instagram, at Hezeleo on Facebook. And, hey, man, it is what it is. Gonna be what it's gonna be. It's gonna do what it's gonna do.
As I like to say in closing, stay positive, get money, don't go for the bullshit. It's 2020, hindsight's a motherfucker. Stay dangerous.
Already.
Hezeleo, thank you for your time, sir.
Thank you.
I'm gonna tap back in with you. Hopefully we'll do this again.
Ain't nothing to it.
Yes, sir.
Stay safe, man.
You stay blessed.
You too.
Yes, sir. And that's it. Until next time, hip hop's biggest fan. We out this bitch. Peace.